Hello, my name's John Shoetrump, and I'm doing my project over Toys R Us. And here is my PowerPoint. So the background, Toys R Us was founded by Charles Lazarus in 1948, and it started in his parents' garage where he was making strollers, cribs, just baby goods, regular baby goods, not even toys yet. It wasn't until 1957 when he started his first toy store, when he realized that people were not coming back consistently for strollers, cribs, booster chairs, and stuff like that. And it's crazy. So Toys R Us became one of the first category, probably the first category killer, taking business from almost all toy stores, because they became the first powerhouse with only selling toys, pretty much. The first big box toy store. And eventually by the 90s, Toys R Us had 1,450 different locations. So the problem really started to arise when more and more online shopping became popular, and with that, Walmart and Amazon, it's the two big reasons why Toys R Us had to go out of business with the online shopping. But also with Walmart, people could get their kids a toy and all their groceries and some clothes if they needed them. Whatever they needed is at Walmart. Anything you need, you can get at Walmart almost, unless it's something very, very, very specific that Walmart doesn't carry. Walmart has everything. You could literally get all your shopping done, all your errands done in one place, and the convenience really hurt Toys R Us. And Amazon is all online shopping, so you order it and it shows up at your door, and you don't gotta go to the store. And it's crazy that Toys R Us didn't really even start losing business until they started holding less toys in their inventory. So the stores started holding less toys, probably because they could tell that not as many toys were being bought. But it just so happens that it seemed that when Toys R Us started carrying less toys, they started selling less toys, which really makes sense. And another problem really is children nowadays. They don't really play with hands-on things unless they have a phone or some sort, or an iPod or tablet in their hand is really the only thing they like to carry in their hands and it really kind of, it really kind of gets their attention, and they stop crying and they really focus on that phone, and they don't really care for the other toys that they gotta really use their imagination with. So that comes to the last problem. Technology. With the increase of technology, it really slowed down Toys R Us business, and it really had a tough time. It never really made a comeback. Once it started, it had its big boom, and Toys R Us really took off. And then it seems like once things started kind of not going right for Toys R Us, it all ended up falling into shambles. So my hypothesis is switching Toys R Us target market from only children to having toys for anyone at all ages. And in the picture here, I have Toys R Us and Babies R Us. So Toys R Us is already a kids oriented. It's designed around kids, and so then they made Babies R Us, which is for even smaller kids. But babies really could shop at Toys R Us. So I think by them opening a Babies R Us really kind of added another, almost more competition for Toys R Us itself, even though it's the same company, but it's taken away from Toys R Us, I think. But you really have to be careful, because if you say Adults R Us and it's an adult super toy store, Like, you gotta be careful.
Bye, Johnny.
Oh, God damn it. But that's why you gotta be really specific on the fact that it's not an adult toy store like Hustler or something like that. It's for adults to actually, like, you know, do stuff like jet skis. I mean, that's a stretch. That's really expensive. That's a very, but like adults still play with toys like drones and all, remote control helicopters and stuff like that. Recommendations: shrink the kids section, the small kids section. How many toys can little kids play with? There's, for just like let's say SpongeBob, there's 1,000 different SpongeBob toys. Like, if keeping it smaller and having more variety, I think would help. And then expanding where adults need to go outside, adults need to play with stuff. Really expand that. Pool tables, ping pong tables, stuff for the pool, stuff for like cornhole, hillbilly golf, you name it. And focusing and expanding on the online sales is a really big thing that really hurt Toys R Us's business. And more electronics, having the Xboxes, the PlayStations, and the video games there in the store allows it creates another need for somebody for them to have to go to Toys R Us rather than like GameStop or something like that, because GameStops and those are going out of business. So if you have it in Walmart, you can get all that stuff at Walmart. So it adds to your arsenal. And then having a rewards or membership program, getting people to want to keep coming back, and giving them an incentive to keep buying things, keep buying toys at that store. Conclusion, it seems now older people are playing and go outside more. They're hiking, they're doing more fun stuff like that. It seems like the older you get, the less you want technology to be consuming your life, because you work with technology every day. Everybody's job has so much technology, and now you want to play. Some people like playing video games, but like really everybody. It seems like everybody's trying to go outside now. Everybody's trying to be vegan. Everybody wants to be healthy again. And then just Toys R Us, not just toys are for kids. There's my references.